Waiting. Hello and welcome. We're back with more Satisfactory. As you can see, Aren has been somewhat busy while we got stream set up. He is currently working on building a giant sky island. We have biofuel set up. As an albino, I appreciate that.
The plant, on the other hand, probably won't, but, you know. Crap, I ran out of concrete again.
I think we managed to run out of concrete. We had like 20k.
I've already used 40k in that.
So speaking of concrete, I do need to actually work on setting up storage for my concrete production line that I was working on.
Link it to this mega line. It's annoying having... I'm having to run to like 5 different places on each concrete run.
It's 2!
No, because Ranger has a whole nother one set up way over there. And then there's another one over there, and...
If I link it to the mega line, it's going to be going through all the rest of our production and the hub.
That is fine. It's temporary.
You know what? No. Fuck you. I'm not gonna. You know what I am gonna do? I'm going to go look through the phases and see what we can do.
I'm going to plop the space elevator down.
Alright, so you need 200 concrete for that.
Where are you?
I already have the space. I was thinking... Hang on, let me get over there.
Are you on the giant platform or off the giant platform? I assume on the giant platform, right?
Oh, do you want me to put it up there? I was gonna put it on the ground.
Okay, that works. I think the ground makes more sense for a giant space elevator, if you ask me.
Yeah, and then we build a little hole in the giant space platform to allow for the tower to keep going up. That's what I've always done. And I don't want to use up any of our sky platform room, and that eats a lot of room.
Right.
So I'm thinking like right about...
Well, I would say...
Here.
Further out than that.
No, it'll be fine here.
Well, remember, that platform from the space elevator gets a lot bigger real fucking fast.
No, it doesn't. I mean, it gets bigger, but it's way up in the... But it's way up there to the point where we can literally never get to it.
The big part never comes all the way down?
No!
I was misremembering then. I take back my complaint.
You want it to be on like a foundation or no?
I was just going to plop it into grass because that made most sense to me. And I don't want to waste more concrete. Do you know how much that sky island is eating?
I would assume a lot.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm going to plop it down in 5, 4, 3.
Wait, where are you?
Down by the space elevator.
Yeah, I just want to make sure we have 2 different angles. Okay, yeah, we got 2 good angles.
Deploying. Finally, we have milestones again.
Oh, is that milestone that you have for architecture? Oh yeah, architecture plus. That just does look nice.
Yeah, and we can't even do it yet. Because we don't have enough silicone.
So you mean silica? That is very different from silicone.
We do not care.
And different. If that amount of steel could actually maintain that.
Probably not.
Because I mean, this is
pure steel.
True.
Project assembly initialized. Congratulations, Pioneer. The
And it's not
space
like it's
elevator
supporting
will
all the
now
way. It's
automatically
basically
connect with the
maintaining a
Project Assembly orbital
geostationary orbit.
platform. Project assembly is divided into phases, each of which require the delivery of project
got the rail
parts,
digging
such as
into the
smart
ground,
plating,
presumably.
via the space elevator.
I mean, there's these
Subsequent
giant
phases
bolts
unlock
going into the
access to
ground
new
here.
tiers with more advanced technologies to construct, automate,
I mean, there is half of
explore,
it
and
hanging off
exploit.
into space.
It is time to be honest. This project is part of the Save the Day
Just that you got
program,
the
the
feeding
largest
tube taking
united
off into space, so
undertaking
we'll
in
need to
human
build-
history, destined to save us all. Earth is in peril and only Fix-It pioneers offer hope for survival.
All right, so
Fix-It is
now we have a
counting on
logic
you.
puzzle to
Humanity is counting on you. Do not let Fix-It down.
What is our best way? What contraption can we build with our very limited tier to get the ore to the island?
I would figure higher tier stuff.
I know, but we need to get them up there now.
But why though?
So we can actually do things up there.
Where's the awesome stuff?
It's right by the hub.
I'm standing on it.
Like, we could make a ramp and feed belts up there. But it would have to be one massive mount because we're planning on sending all the resources of the world up there.
Oh, there you go. So
Well-
you guys down. Where's the awesome thing?
It's up. It's over here. We're both dancing on it.
Yeah, we need to fill this up with
Okay. Wait, how many coupons do you need?
No, we haven't purchased already.
What? I probably already purchased it. What was it?
I will show you in a sec.
But yes, we need to get all of the world's ore up there. Then we can and then then all three of us need to go up on the island and start deciding on a layout. Where's iron processing going to be? Where's copper processing going to be? Power management.
We need fucking hyper tubes. It takes so long to get up this thing.
Oh, I know we need hyper tubes. It's awful going up and down. I could install an elevator, but that wouldn't be a ton better.
Might I make a suggestion that we complete phase 1 first? That way we get the next 2 tiers, and that will really boost, 1, our power production, and 2, it will give us a lot more tech to work with.
Not really.
We get 2 new tiers.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking of what comes in those tiers.
We get steel.
Yes, steel's not going to help a lot. We already have recipe. We could make things like steel pipes and stuff already now. The only thing we would get is hyper tubes, which would just allow us to get up, like us players, up to the island faster.
Which would be very, very helpful.
Yeah. Why did you poke a hole in the...
I'm looking, making sure everything's lined up right.
Ah. And it sounds like Razor has a way of getting the ore and stuff, a plan to get the ore up there. And then once we have a plan to get it up there, we need to figure out probably a good depot zone, because we'll be combining the output of at least, I think, like 50 or so nodes for each one. All of them being pure.
Yeah, which is another concern, because we can only move 330 ore per second with our current belts.
Well, we got tier 2.
That's what, 500?
Yeah.
And we all know that tier 2 is a hold me now.
it's fine. We want to have our infrastructure fully automated before advancing tiers. That's kind of the point of the game.
Yeah, that opened my parachute way too soon.
You can hit C, drop, and then open it again.
I have a build up, so it's not letting me.
Odd.
Well, control is snap mode. So
Oh, okay. Okay, I didn't know you had a build up.
You can also use C to...
C's also
Oh, you're using one of those? I mean, I guess that could work. I didn't think they went long enough.
What's he using?
I thought we would have to stagger them, like, down. And that would probably be a proof of concept location. Because that's not the best location for things. By opening your parachute way too early?
Oh, yeah.
I use my parachute like a Minecraft water bucket.
Really?
Nothing poorly
done with way.
Oh, did you cancel it?
Yeah, I think there's.
See, we also need to get everything in one location first, though. Like, we don't want to have iron popping up in like 5 different spots on the island. It'd be best if we got all the iron together in one point on the map. Let the overworld become a hideous place, and then have everything perfectly organized on the island. Once the platform's complete, the overworld will be cast into eternal night anyways.
Yeah. About that, I don't think that... Well, no, because when you build it... I guess it's the angle of the lighting.
It's the angle. You'd have to cover much more distance for it to be noticeable. But, like, right here, I'm in the shadow of the platform over here.
Right. And are you serious about wanting my concrete brought all the way to your concrete?
Well, I'm thinking we get it all in one place and then pipe it up to the island. All the concrete of the world going to one location and then being brought up to the island.
We already have hypertubes.
No, we don't.
We have hypertube support and floor hole, I guess.
Yep,
Yeah,
but those came from mods, therefore they were auto-unlocked. We don't have the hypertubes themselves.
Wait, no.
See?
This is going to be a real messy bit of cable work.
We could build resource highways.
I think the highways would be a better and nicely working idea.
And just have basically omnibuses.
So we just want like the straight resources.
And then all refining and automation will take place upon, unless you all insist on refining it on the ground floor and then just sending pure ingots and stuff refined up there.
I was going to ask about that.
I think the refining should be done there. Just with some space. Not like we have a ton of space, but
Yeah. All right, we can do that. And then just have all the ingots of the world fly up there. But it does mean we're going to have to we will still end up having to transport all the iron of the world to one place, have it all refined, so we can have the ingots in one place. So let's focus on getting all of our local iron collected right now. And then we'll crunch the numbers and build a smelting factory.
Yeah, use this first bit of the thing as the smelting factory, perhaps.
And then, oh no, we're not using any of the island unless we want to do a secondary level to the island and have smelting done on a lower platform, and then have it further up.
Yeah, have it be basically a tiered system.
But we also have to figure out how do we want to move the ore through the map. So let's get rid of everything using iron right now except for the miners. Let's start putting miners on every single local node we can find. Let's start by doing that, and then we can organize the belts to bring them into one place. Got it?
I'm still working on getting this concrete sorted.
The only reason we're not doing the same thing with concrete right now is because...
we need concrete early?
Yep. We literally can't function without concrete at the moment. Alright, so we need to get a miner. Here. Miner here. I think I saw a couple more nodes over here.
What the shit?
Yep, there are 2 more nodes up there. I think Razor's already on them. Now, it doesn't have to be as messy as my mega concrete road. We can find a way to better organize it.
Ah, fuck.
What?
Something happened recently, and I almost, with like my left eye, and it made me realize how quickly I can be blind.
Oh, yeah?
So it kind of freaked me out a lot.
Understandably.
Oh, yeah, I had a similar where I literally almost lost an eyeball in a split second.
Yeah, for me I'm not sure if you know, but I only have one functioning one, and it was on the functioning one, and it made me like horrified of what potentially just happened.
Yeah.
And so,
especially for people like us who just like, what do I do if I'm blind?
Yeah, and so made me like, one, it fucking freaked me out to no end. I'm still like recovering from that, but I'm like, I need to go and buy like safety glasses, and every time I go outside, never take these off.
Yeah. I was fishing with it. I was teaching a friend to fish, and he cast the line backwards, and his hook literally flew and tagged into my cheek, like an inch below one of my eyes.
That's horrifying.
That was the last time I took him out fishing.
You don't fucking say.
Okay, I've put down...
Did you guys know that there's Sam over here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's talking about the archway, right?
Yes.
Okay, I've put down at least 6 more miners, and I know where at least 5 more iron sites are locally. Then we just need to run power out and decide on the best highway situations. I will let Razor decide on how to do that since he cares a whole lot more than I do. I'm letting the overworld turn into a horrific mess because that's not where we're going to be living.
It hurts my brain. Is what I mean. It's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Like even
it doesn't bother me as long just out by the out of sight, out of mind principle.
I know, but it's like for me, it's like, oh, the base work looks shit. That means, yeah, it fucking hurts.
Yeah, but I also just don't know the best way because we have nodes just coming from everywhere, which means we need belts coming from everywhere, all to the same locations.
So, where is that other? Where's like another cluster of like 4 iron or whatnot?
All right, it's fucking ugly, but I have all of the concrete going to that one 4 spot.
Good.
So, and do we have Mark II belts yet?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. How much does those have?
500, I believe.
Okay. I'm trying to map this out in my head to make sure.
And every node is pure, which makes it a lot easier.
Yeah.
Yeah,
true.
we're 660.
So we'll need 2 belts. We can. So let's stay over here.
Hang on, let me get to you. Because we have areas like back near where I built. We have, you know where that one lonely coal vein is? Way the heck over there?
Yeah.
There's at least 12 iron nodes in that general direction.
Right. So basically, my general idea for how I would do this is... Okay, I need to get something set up.
I just realized the speed boost from belts is boosted too.
No, it's just to match the item transfer rate.
Well, yes, and the item transfer rate is the physical rate at which the items are moving along the belt.
Yes, which means it's the physical rate you are moving along the belt.
I think we're arguing while agreeing.
Probably.
Because I'm saying, because the items on the belt are moving faster than in vanilla, you move along the belt faster than in vanilla.
Yes.
God, concrete is slow.
I need to switch a mouse setting. Give me a sec.
Good news, Aren. We're at about 7,000 more concrete.
Good. You can always take that load up there and start extending the...
Hold on.
Oh, yeah, concrete foundations are way fucking cheaper.
Yeah.
Or wait, no, they are not.
No, they're 5 concrete. They're a little bit more expensive concrete-wise, but you don't have to use iron plates.
But we have a comical excess of iron.
Huh? Right now, but it's not a good... It's not good for the future.
But is it worth slowing us down in the short term?
Yes, because it's also an aesthetic thing. I built that entire thing out of concrete, and they look different.
They look different?
Yes.
I guess I'm gonna have to actually go up and look at this place. I also see that you started out with smaller platforms at the base of this platform. I'm guessing you thought they were cheaper.
I didn't build that.
Oh, you didn't build the path up?
Nope. Razor built that. You might want to fix that.
Yeah, I'm flying to the power grid.
Should I wield my chainsaw?
You mean the mega one?
Should I swing it once?
Well, I'm looking at my belts. They look full.
Do we just need more of them?
Well, I'll need to check that. Right. Oh, yeah, we're at 30 megawatts, 38 megawatts above our capacity.
Ah.
Yes, wield the mega chainsaw, please.
I don't have any fuel to wield the mega chainsaw. Hang on. I can turn it off because I started turning on some of our new miners that aren't connected to anything. I can just turn them off.
I'm already building up, doubling our power capacity.
That's good. We'll probably need that sooner rather than later.
Yeah, well, not quite doubling.
And you know what? Screw it. The Mega Chainsaw is legal. The only thing it hurts is the foliage. And you know what? That improves FPS.
Yeah, let's see. How much do I have?
I'm on my way. Come in. Although I'm noticing half the reactors are turned off.
Yeah, because I literally just built them.
Ah.
So, if you would kindly hand me the mega chainsaw, I have fuel.
Oh. Okay, I just took fuel out of the box. Let me put it back in.
You took the full stack!
Your character is vibrating.
I am violently shaking my mouse.
Take it, Excalibur. Attack that forest over there. What it is, legend says a single stroke of the chainsaw has felled entire nations.
Excellent. For Doom Guy?
Oh, the forest is gone.
Well, that part, I only have like a sack and a half of wood and 2.5 sacks of leaves.
Yeah, but look at how much foliage is just gone.
I am aware. Rookie numbers.
Luckily, it leaves the food plants alone.
Yeah, that would be unfortunate if it didn't, because then we'd have to unlock farming. And you know what would happen if we unlocked farming.
So are we just going to build foundational roads?
Yeah, that's what I was going to do.
Okay.
And then you kind of merge all of the belts here together, and then you have one big belt.
Yeah, I'll start bringing some over. Here's 2 more over here.
So, where do we want our big, like, foundry area to be?
I would say away from the hub and the space elevator.
What about up here, Razor? No.
Well, we're gonna need a lot of stuff. Like
Yeah, this is going to take over.
smelters.
This is going to take a ridiculous, especially because we only have tier 1 smelters.
Yeah.
I'll let you pick
Summer
that.
Sloop.
I'm going to start getting some more. Where do you want me to go taking the iron right now?
That's what I'm trying to figure out right now.
Because I need an objective to take it somewhere.
No, yeah, totally. I get that. You know what?
What? Should we just build out a lower level of the island?
No, I'm thinking.
Where is the pollution mega center going to be? Here?
That is so nice.
What, Whoop?
The 2-axis Whoop.
Yeah, we have, and we don't even have Zoop fully unlocked. There's more, man milestones that'll make it even bigger.
Oh, jeez.
Up to infinity.
So yeah, this will be where we want to bring it.
Okay.
And we want to bring it all to one side.
Yeah, so what exactly, which side is going to be the storage side for the ore to, like the storage buffer side?
I'm thinking this side.
So this side? Okay, bring it all back here. Got it. I'm off.
So I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna go like this.
Oh crap, we don't have any power right now, so nothing's being produced. Yay!
I'm working on it.
Oh, that's good that one of us is. Okay. I'll start with these two.
No, actually,
I guess I won't use concrete foundation. I'll use.
Hold on.
What?
I built this platform on I think the same, like, general...
Alright, we are up to 550 capacity.
Yeah, I did. Holy shit, I did.
What? We have a problem?
No.
Alright, I'm going to be busy for a minute.
What are you doing?
I'm hand making 11,000 biomass.
I told you to automate that.
I did. This is me doing a hand biomass production to fill up the reactors so we don't have any, whatchamacallit, supply issues. I don't know how much I have actually total. I was just expanding production. I might actually need to build more fuel production. Which is also why I am trying to blitz coal power.
No, right? No, we are not advancing until we have all the iron, at least for this area, completely done. I think both of us agree on this. That's how that's the kind of the point of the game.
I don't want to be the biofuel.
This is a very slow-paced game. You're trying to rush it. Stop.
I'm trying to get to the point of having power, which the entire game relies on, automated to be fire and forget, not to have to be manually hunting down fuel. You're not the one who's responsible for the grid. I'm not crazy, right, Razor? So it makes sense to get to the point where my main job, which is the power grid, does not require me clearing out all of the foliage on the planet, is a valid reason to, not just focus on optimizing every node beforehand.
don't need this big of a platform for the storage. The stacks are huge now.
10x?
What?
We live with such small stacks.
But what I am worried about currently is the amount of stuff coming in compared to what our belts are.
Yep.
That
will be a road to us when we come to it.
Now, we could... I'm probably going to get some from it. We could just use Mark II belts and let them overflow until we get Mark III belts and speed them up.
That's probably what we're going to end up doing.
Okay.
With the mod for the splitters and mergers, do they auto-upgrade?
No.
What do you mean?
Because that's an engine glitch. We talked about this last time we played, Razor. How you have to pick up and put down splitters and mergers to upgrade them.
Otherwise, they'd be bottleneck after bottleneck after bottleneck.
Again, I repeat this. I'm pretty sure I said this last time. I run into that problem when I played the game. But I don't think I ever got to the point where, like, belts were super speeding through and whatnot. So it could just be like, oh.
I know that's the thing because the devs have even talked about it.
Okay, that's you coming this way?
Yep, I am building out a road, a road, a road.
Hey, I think you're on the same... Yeah, but you're not on the grid.
Ah, piss. I was on the grid, what happened?
I came...
No, I'm not. I don't want to rebuild the whole road.
I know, Albino fucked up his bit.
How did I fuck it up? I was holding control the whole time.
So, like...
I got it, I'm deleting it.
I don't know how I could have fucked up being on the grid.
Like, I put this here, and it still lines up with these ones.
I'm deleting the road and rebuilding it.
It's like, you can't, like, turn the angles for the grid.
It does, though.
Well, I'm trying right now. Trying to rotate my hologram, but it's not working.
Okay, yeah, I guess I must have not been holding it for the very first platform. But that is a short-term platform. As soon as we have coal power up and running, that platform is going bye-bye.
Look, Razor is the lord of aesthetics in this server. And to be honest, we probably need one.
Because you and I are the lords of efficiency.
Yeah, we don't care about aesthetics.
Couldn't be me.
Because, yeah, as soon as we have coal power, I will just be blitzing that. I'll probably have us at this many...
Is these dang nodes are not on the grid.
That when I first started playing and I noticed that, it pissed me off more than I can, like, describe. Like, I don't think there's a word in the English language that I can use to express how frustrated that makes me.
Yeah, like, I don't know how to make this look nice.
Like, for the first ones, they have to look jank. The fact that they haven't gone, they just kind of you don't have to move them a lot, just like a bit.
So this better, Razor?
Yeah. I would use that to argue the point that they probably just had the grid as a dev tool and not really meant to be something that they expected people to build on.
Then that's a short sight on them, and says something about them, not me.
Because, Aren.
Once you're on the grid, it actually does make building easier.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. But, Aren, when you have been using... This is UE5, right?
But it wasn't initially.
Okay, but you have used UE, dev tools, correct?
Yes.
Am I correct in saying that for UE, when you're doing map editing, there is just a pre-built grid that you then put your assets on?
What? Where are you?
Who?
You said these are wrong again?
No, I was looking at my own thing, not you. You're fine.
Okay, I was like,
I'm so sorry. That's my bad. I'm looking at my own thing and fucked up my own thing. You're fine.
Okay. Because I asked you, hey, are these good? And you said, yeah. And then all of a sudden I heard, oh no, these are wrong.
You know, honestly... looked.
I'm just trying to make sure I get everything flowing in the same direction.
God, I have so many leaves.
Oh yeah.
I am building a highway back to the storage area from those, and then I'm going to go to the next set of nodes, and I'm going to connect to the highway. If you want to build supports for my giant floating roads, go ahead. If your OCZ is that extreme, that's on you.
I had those later.
Okay, that's good.
First I get everything like working, and then like, all right, go back. Rotate, platform here.
Handrails here.
Am I allowed to grab a Myers sphere if I find it in my leaf hunt?
Yes, of course you should. Definitely 100% of the time. Always grab one when you see them.
Just making sure that I'm not skipping stuff. Also, I may die for this Mercer sphere.
What?
I think you might have to go up one or two.
I know I do.
Oh, I see what they're doing with Mercer spheres. It's what's his name? Matt Mercer reference.
I don't know about that.
E.M. Mercer.
That's too high.
I know. I know dist, I should say. Hang on, I fell off the road. I'm just gonna go down another one.
Alright, I have 200,000 or 177,000 leaves. Think that's enough?
Yeah, probably. And we're going to have to make the road wider, I am aware of that.
I know you can fit 3 belts on one of those, so...
Yeah, but we have a ridiculous amount of nodes to get through. Ah!
That's what we want.
Ow!
You know, the world looks unfinished with all of the plants gone.
You're off by like half. That's fine.
No, I'm just wondering how the height got so janked up. Like, if I put a ramp down, it's going to go off again.
Oh. There's multiple different, like, levels. So we're using 2 meter right now?
Yeah.
You're 1 meter off.
Yeah, I know this. But do we have a 1 meter ramp? Oh, yes, we do.
Yeah.
because I don't bother with aesthetics ever.
There are practical reasons to use a 1 meter ramp.
I think.
That's still not right. What's happened?
Do we want the main pillar? I'm thinking we can have like the main giant pillar over there. I'm thinking later I'll add things that look like thrusters to the bottom. We get jetpacks and shit. Looks like it's actually hovering and not like a weird pillar in the sky.
I was 3 off, by the way. I was 3 meters off.
Alright, let's see. 4 more minutes.
It happens.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have everything coming to this side, and then get smelted.
Now this is only for iron.
There's a lot of iron. We're gonna need a lot of smelters to make this work.
Oh no, I was just making sure you were aware that this area is legit just where we're bringing iron.
Yeah, and there's gonna be a lot of it. So I'd rather have too much space than not enough.
No, I was agreeing with you. I was just making sure you were aware that we're not bringing other materials there because there's so much iron to process.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think of how the iron will flow through it, and then I'm thinking we'll have the giant main support pillar that's currently up there. We'll have just a bunch of belts and shit around it.
Wait, question. Do you have the program on Steam, Satisfactory Modeler?
Yeah.
You might want to use that.
I'm aware. There's a better one that's browser based that isn't I've had some issues with that one.
I have too. It's a little janky. I will fully agree with that.
I think there's a web-based one that's more user.
I know there's a map, a fully interactable map that I use all the time.
Yep.
Web-based.
Yeah, it's just like a Satisfactory map.
Mm-hmm. But it shows you where all the crash sites, ore, and everything else is. I don't like using it a ton because it feels like cheating.
It
does. Satisfactory Modeler, I don't feel like I'm cheating. You know?
Right. Well, that's more of a utility, not a map that tells you where everything is.
Yes. Oh crap, that's another iron node there. And I'm out of portable miners. Yay! I know in one of my worlds I actually automated portable miners. Just for fun.
It literally tells you can't automate portable miners.
Yeah, but I had a mod that let me do that. No, it does not when I said not what I meant. I meant their production of portable miners was automated.
That makes a lot.
Not their output. It was literally just for building, and it was a very temporary setup. It was legitimately just there until I had a portable miner for every node in the game.
Why?
Because it cost a portable miner to build a tier 1 miner. Or any other tier for that matter.
It costs more portable miners per tier. Oh well.
Not if you're upgrading a tier 1.
Alright, I got 27,000 more solid biofuel to make. I'm gonna AFK real quick.
We do have the second tier of power poles, by the way. You know, even our highway system's going to look a little messy once we have different highways for each different resource.
I have ideas already.
Yeah. I mean, our current highways are probably going to end up being temporary. Until we just eventually one day go, all right, it's time to upgrade the entire highway system.
I haven't gotten trains yet. And I really
Oh, you haven't? Oh, we're... With our bringing everything to one biome, do you know how heavy we're going to have to rely on trains in the future? We are going to have a worldwide train network.
I'm so excited.
Yeah. And, well, more than look nice, it's a lot faster, can carry you a lot more, and it's less laggy than having belts across the whole world.
Oh, I bet.
That's why I'm only having us do this particular biome like this. We'll get to trains after that very quickly.
Productions, smelter, iron ingots.
Let's focus on bringing the iron there, and then we'll focus on building the smelting.
Wait, have we
all right.
reinforced plates yet?
No, we don't have anything at all automated right now.
Okay. Just wondering.
Did you break the automation for feeding it up?
For what?
Did you break the automation for the rods and screws?
We never had rods and screws automated. And I'm going to break the plates one here soon. So I can reallocate the iron to its proper location. Why?
Oh, I just thought we had those automated.
Nope, we stopped to build the Sky Island. Remember?
Clearly not.
How is it I remember something you do not?
I remember that.
I'm gonna blame alcohol.
You were not drunk last time we played.
But I was drinking.
Okay.
Even with 25x craft speed, this is slow.
Yeah.
That's annoying.
What?
But
The stackable smelters, their hologram doesn't actually match up where they're placed.
You know, you might actually want to design that without the stackable ones in mind.
Yeah.
Because we're going to have the tier 2 smelters before too long.
Yeah, good point.
And considering you probably want that particular build to be as modular as possible.
Right. Because then you can just blueprint it and put it everywhere.
Yep. Get out of here, Bubbles. Lane of iron. The fact that every node is pure is going to throw such a interesting wrench into our production scales. Because remember,
the math is gonna get weird.
The math is gonna go a little bonkers. But at least it's consistent math.
Yes, we have a constant.
Which is what I hated about the impure pure node system.
What's the tier 2 miner smelters do? Does it just increase production by double? Or is it like triple or some shit? Like what kind of factor does it increase it by?
I
Tier
think
2 typically
like,
doubles.
Yeah.
Wait, nope. Get out of there, biomass.
Is that something you can see in the hub?
No, not yet.
Or is it like past?
It's past what we can currently see.
Doesn't face like 3 or 4.
That or it's a... I need to double check with this current mod because the mod that I used before to do this didn't update. So this is a brand new mod that does the same thing. So I need to make sure it's actually a milestone or a MAM research. I'm not 100% sure which one this particular mod decided to go with.
I can check the MAM real quick.
Yeah. It's also why I can't give you precise numbers. It's also why I can't give you precise numbers, is because I haven't used this particular mod before. Daisy chain just means you can run more power lines from each machine.
Oh.
Okay.
Not super useful.
Okay, well,
What?
I started the Extra Zoots first research, and it's not a MAM research.
Okay.
Or if it is, we don't have the resources to get it.
You're bringing like 3 different belts around here. Right.
So this is currently just 3 nodes. I'm also making sure to stop on these little weird hexagon things whenever it runs out. So it's consistent.
Oh fuck, you can have 5 belts on one platform.
Yep.
That sounds very annoying to set up.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
I mean... Once you have one belt, the next one's pretty good easily.
Alright, I'll leave the belt here for you.
So try to navigate how I want this stuff.
And I'll go get more iron. Because we don't have enough.
Is there such a thing as enough?
No.
My thoughts exactly.
Although I really doubt we're making enough power anywhere near from what we're about to start doing to it.
Well, once I get this next stack of solid biofuel, we should be set up to unlock coal power, and then power will go burr.
Ah, cursed world grid, you're so awkward. I'm gonna have to make more rods here soon.
Yeah. Make sure all the belts are full.
And you'll see
a world of OSHA violations.
Oh yeah, definitely that.
So many violations.
Although not as bad with Racer here.
I mean, honestly, probably, yeah. His sense of aesthetics probably does keep things more OSHA kosher.
Yeah.
Also, are you ready for phase 1?
Phase 1?
I have 58 smart plating.
Darn you, we told you not to make those.
Yeah, I made them before you told me not to.
Because those need to be automated, not just...
Oh shit, I'm out of rods.
Yeah, can you make like a crap ton of them? Because I'm almost out of rods. You have how much on you?
275. Alright, I'll make another 719 rods.
Good, because I'm using a very large amount.
I'm running into an issue.
What?
I can't place down conveyor belts.
What do you mean you can't place down conveyor belts?
Or I think my game's lagging. One of the two.
It wasn't me.
Just try quitting out and rejoining.
Yeah, remember how last time I was having the glitch where I couldn't, you know, split stacks?
Like, yeah.
Delivery.
Yeah, I can't take this.
Oh, I can see it on my screen. It's saying this is wrong. Why is it saying this is wrong? Here, cancel your build. Yes. Yeah, I think you just need to relog.
Yeah, sounds like a problem.
Okay, so these are all Mark 1 belts, correct?
Yes.
Currently we have
I'm about to bring about 7 more nodes this way.
How many belts we're gonna end up having?
I don't even know.
Well,
I know they're all overloaded right now.
Well, you can fit 5, so I'm gonna start with 5. And I have 2. We could probably actually separate. Now that I think about it, probably could separate.
Yeah, if you're finding too much, feel free to do what you want.
So, at current, and this is pretty much how it's going to be, I'm going to assume a lot of it.
How many nodes do you want me to do per line?
3.
3 nodes per line?
Because foundries give out 120, 3 of them gets 160, smelters can smelt up. Or belts can move at 30 per second.
Yes.
So 30 per minute. So if you take that, you need like 11 smelters per line.
Yeah.
I said node per line, not... Yeah.
I think that if you're going to do 3 nodes per line, you do need to slightly underclock to get down, or you'll be getting clogged up.
Probably.
Well, being clogged up isn't a big deal when you're just talking about lines.
Though you could underclock to save power though.
Yes. We can't do that yet, though.
Correct. But it is something to note that
Correct. If only the map aligned with the goal, I'd be so happy.
Alright, I'm hand making 1,300 ingots and then turning all those into rods.
that double jump is nice.
Right?
It is, and it feels so natural in the game. Like, it doesn't feel out of place.
Double jumps never do.
Yes, they do.
I will argue that they would feel perfectly in place even in Kingdom Come Deliverance or...
No, they don't.
Oh my god. Fucking Bubbles, whatever the fucking name is. Fucking go away.
Yeah, I just tase him when he gets in the way. Now, this area is the one I'm slightly concerned about getting stuff shipped back with. It's going to be interesting, to say the least. Because there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 iron nodes.
Oh, Jesus. You need 4 belts coming from there. Jesus Christ.
I told you, this is the area I'm just like, slightly like, oh, this is gonna be interesting.
I don't think I'm gonna have a big enough platform. But I'll have to like make it.
Well, remember, there's well over 100 iron nodes in the game. It's gonna be something special.
May I please unlock full power before you try and turn on 100 iron nodes?
We're not doing the entire map right now. We're just doing this biome.
With what we have already. you're going to probably more than double the current consumption.
I'm just about to turn on 12 more miners. And then he's going to turn on the equivalent... Huh? And he's going to turn on the equivalent amount of smelters.
He's gonna lose it, I swear.
So 60 more from... And you said the equivalent number of smelters to handle all of that, right?
Yes.
Which is...
I can almost hear your head starting to smoke.
Alright, so there's 60 more watts from the miners. As you said...
And they'll eventually all be overclocked. But that's a future problem.
May I please just throw these in so I can unlock steel and so I can unlock coal power so that this is not a goddamn problem?
Should we let him do it, Razor?
Yes, let's let him do it.
Alright, fine. You have permission.
I'm really going to do this because I am crippled when I am just on this thing. It would be like taking away your ability to build platforms.
I'm fine with not being able to build platforms.
It would be like taking away your ability to build belts.
Oh, that would be a problem because we can't do anything in this game without belts.
Exactly.
We don't even need power to run belts.
Yeah.
Why did my miners turn blue?
No, I'm messing with optimizers.
Why
I am about
place? Usually it doesn't.
Oh, updates. I have them in the load stage. Are you ready for the seal and send stages?
Yeah, go ahead.
Deal.
Welcome to the Project Assembly Pioneer Progress presentation. Congratulations, the Phase 1 project part shipment is now ready for delivery. On
Now we just need
delivery,
to automate
Phase 1 will
those.
be completed and the distribution platform will be constructed. After completion of Phase 1, the technologies of Tiers 3 and 4 will become available in the hub. Highlights are automated
my
power,
beloved.
steel production, personnel transportation, and many more. Completing Phase 2 of Project Assembly is your next main objective. New project parts will need to be produced and delivered to the space elevator as you have done previously. Continue to construct,
I am
automate,
naming this
explore, and exploit.
section of what we're doing Iron Madness.
Alright. Razor, do you have a good angle to see the product get shipped up to the elevator? We're sending it.
Phase 1 of Project Assembly completed. This is only the beginning of Project Assembly, the first step towards saving the
it will.
day. You have performed adequately
But
so
it's meant
far.
for us to be playing
Reminder,
on top of
not
the
only
sky.
is Fix-It saving humanity, it is saving all of Earth, including kittens and puppies. It is statistically likely that
You
you
know,
appreciate the
For
continued
the next
existence of
phases,
kittens
once we
and
have
or
things,
puppies.
set up such that
Continue the work for their sake.
we're not
Continue the
crippled,
work for Fix-It.
that
It is
Aren
time to
will be
start the
one
work
to
on Phase
send
2
it
of
so we
Project
can
Assembly.
have a good view of it.
Yep. That is fine. I've seen it through to completion multiple times. I have no issue with this.
Your levels of tism scare me.
Why?
Multiple times?
Yeah, I've beaten the game a good few times.
I think that on my save that was closest to completion, I was about to complete phase 2 or phase 3, I think.
Yeah, but I played through the game with a lot of different people. Never have I done a world iron grid before, but at least it's early into the game.
Yeah, I'm just questioning because it says you only have 200 hours in game.
Yeah, it doesn't track very well when you're using the mod platform. You know that I've always had issues with that tracking.
But it's not like it's modernized or anything, where it's not loading directly through Steam.
Yeah. I don't know. Oh, I can see you setting up smelters way over there.
How do I want this? I know I want a central lane that has all of the finished product going. I might have to raise this up half or so. This so I'm not like clipping through anything. We want like a central lane where all like the finished iron goes in, and we want everything to kind of flow into that.
Yep.
And I want that in the center because I think that's nice. I think I'm gonna take down this platform and move it up a bit.
Excellent.
I almost wish I had triple jump right now.
Is that a thing?
No.
Aww.
Yeah, my game's good.
Huzzah! I'm not the glitch magnet today.
You're also 12 miles away from me.
Milestone reached. Power production can now be fully automated by burning coal, which has been added to the resource scanner. Water is also necessary to run the coal-powered generator and will require a network of pipelines to be transported from a water source. To assist with locating and identifying water, Fixit has compiled this guide. Water is a somewhat reflective liquid and it may have thick vegetation growing nearby. To test if something is water, try touching it. If it is not solid and does not corrode your suit, it is probably water.
Yeah, I can see that being a big problem for him.
What's going to be a big problem for him is looking at whatever the heck power grid you decide to build.
Rip.
We don't have any concrete production.
Oh, that's a shame.
Wait, you turned off all my concrete production?
Oh my god! We were both being completely sarcastic.
Okay, I was just hyper focused on getting to my coal, so I was not really focused on thinking about
We do have some iron still, right? Like iron plates and shit.
I think iron plates are still online.
iron plates are still online, and I do have 4 automated or the mini things. What is it called? God, serious.
Force. Okay, that's good. I'm bringing in the last batch, and then I think we'll be good for now before bringing in more.
Yeah, you're right. And I want to get this like started.
Yeah, I get what your point. But that's why I said this is gonna be the last batch for now. I mean, technically, you are getting started. I've already fed plenty of lines to you.
Yeah.
It'll be a little while before I'm back over there, though. And nobody's allowed to say we're out of iron.
I'm out of iron.
No, you're not. You could literally just stand at one of the conveyor belts and pick ore off the never-ending belt.
I'm just being a jackass. I killed the spitter.
Copper will be a lot faster for us to do. Because there's way less copper nodes.
I'm trying to build on the grid, so...
A lot of what? Unbelievably so. We're bringing in... I'm not even going to bother trying to do the math at the moment because I'm not 100% sure the exact amount of nodes. Did you get the node that you had in the back pulled in?
I think so.
I just don't remember you doing that. Well, one where you were going to build reinforced plates, and then there was a further one you had a little bit further back.
I think that's the one I might have over here.
Well, shit.
What?
Feed from the mega line.
Shit, I need more items.
Now I've just got to get power to all of these.
I'm working on power. Please don't kill the grid.
It might kill the grid. I'm about to bring all of those miners online.
No, do not.
What?
I need iron
Oh, for the
rods.
smelters?
Yeah. I don't think we have that, like... Did you know you could start crafting and not have to hold down spacebar?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just have
You
it.
just spacebar. I remember a time when you couldn't do that in this game.
As do I. And then we started playing again when they added it, and I was very happy.
So many people were complaining of finger cramps.
Yeah, it was awful. I see so much iron.
You what?
Oh, I'm by the first part of the highway.
Oh, so you just see the flow?
Well, no, there's no flow. It's kind of full.
You see the stagnant?
Yep. I'm gonna steal like 5,000 concrete if we have it.
All miners are online.
Unfortunately.
Just wait until we have all smelters online.
Alright, so we're at 373 out of 550. 380? I hate to request aid, but could you all get me reinforced plates, rotors, and
We are busy.
cables?
We are ultra busy.
Need I point out, if you all do not aid, your project dies.
When I finish this road and belts, I will be more free.
Yeah, I will be building the platforms and miners, so that's fine. But I'm planning to build 20 to 30 coal mines.
I don't know if you have enough. There's only like 3 coal nodes.
5, and they're here.
crazy the map's starting to look. Let's see.
Oh yeah, period. I forgot that we had to turn that on.
It's actually not looking that crazy since we started the highway initiative. The only place where it looks crazy is the
area that I purged of plant life to keep the power grid going.
No, it's the
Elevator?
Concrete lines. Wait, did you cut some of our...
Coming in from the other way.
Oh, that's true.
I gotta redo it.
Sorry. It was more convenient to come...
Probably wouldn't even have known.
No, it's just more convenient to come in from that way than to loop all the way around again.
No, you're
with
right.
3 entire new lines.
You made the right choice, but it just has to mean we have to, like...
And I'm bringing in 3 more belts, just so you know. It turned out just to be 3, not quite. Turned out just to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 7 more nodes.
Also, we should be able to build 15 by 15.
Good. My trains. Although making sure you don't have train collision is a pain. Here comes the first line.
Quick question, Aren. For cold power water feed, is it better to do a line of stuff going up and then letting gravity handle it, or is it better to go under and build up?
I always go under and build up because it's just easier with pipes. You need a couple more pumps to do that, but just laying them out will be just a lot easier. Pipes are janky.
Yep.
You've seen how I do them before.
Well, the way you did them before was going over. It was like a year ago.
Oh. You did not build these very close together.
No.
You can get these a lot closer.
Yeah.
I'm going to go get the next one.
That one.
Geez, I want better Blade Runners. Yes.
Yeah, we're at tier 1 of 3.
Now the question is, do we...
Razor, quick question about the copper. Do you have it all optimized so that we're using all the ore, or is there some merit to going to make copper cheap?
There's an entire... There's one more node right back there.
And you
could quickly yank going from.
Convert one to sheets.
Yeah, but then we would lose.
Huh?
Then we would lose wire or cable.
Yeah, for temporarily. But
Yeah.
I can go modify it if but I think it's 1023.
There's
Yeah,
also
you
just
might-
another node not too long apart from there. But
Yeah,
we can do
if you
either.
if you can just set the portable miner on it so that I can get the ingots that way.
Oh, beautiful. Love it.
What?
Just a foundation filled with belts.
Yes. I have more coming.
How do I want this? Currently, we're at, I think, 7 belts of iron that are all, like, full, by the way.
Yes. Honestly, once we get them smelted, I think the first line of production we set up is going to need to be reinforced plates.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, even before we do plates or screws or anything else, we're going to need to do reinforced plates because upgrading these belts is going to be rather essential.
Counterpoint, we'll have steel.
Yeah.
Steel doesn't need reinforced plates. It's just coal and iron.
Yep.
He does have a point. The Mark III, we could just skip Mark II.
We could.
But in fact, I think that's probably the better idea.
Yeah.
With how much iron we have, we probably don't even.
We don't even have. We can literally make steel tubes with iron.
Yeah. So. How do I want to set this up?
I'm bringing in the last line. I would say put it all in one big storage buffer and then work with it from that storage buffer.
Yeah. The problem is you then run into bottlenecking.
Yes, yes, you would.
So.
Oh, crap. I'm so tired of running belts right now.
Is there something else you want to do?
Not until I finish this last belt. I've literally been running belts this entire time. But we're so close to being completely done, I can't break here. You know? so much iron. Okay, good. I'm gonna have enough resources. I was worried about running out of resources. All right, the belts are done.
You gotta do whatever you want now.
Yes. Well, I can do this first because it's bothering me. What?
I'm trying to make sure I have enough space.
Ah. There, that's 1, 2, 5 entire belts full of iron.
We have 7.
5. Where's 6 and 7?
They're back here.
Have you colored these foundations?
Yeah, just to kind of get it. This red bit is supposed to be like the center area. I think
Ah.
What's up?
Nothing. Just finished running all the belts. Yes. We have 7 entire belts of iron ore. Just from this section of the biome.
I think I'm gonna route everything into one central area. Then it'll flow out, and then it'll come back around in the backside, right here. Because my goal is to make it so that all of the belts lead up to the giant spire, and that's where all of like the myths are at.
I'm gonna
Makes sense.
process a bunch of iron real quick.
I need this.
Huh, this miner doesn't even have power to it. Oh, shit. There it goes. Alright, now I'm going to head back to Hub and process all this iron I just picked up. That way we can get some more rods and stuff. Oh, speaking of which, here, take the... That's the rods I had left over. It's not a ton, but it'll help you get a little further.
Oh shit.
What?
Apparently using the respawn button doesn't keep inventory.
Odd. Oh, crap.
What?
You're gonna have one more entire belt coming.
That's 8.
Yes. Because we forgot all the iron nodes by spawn where the hub is, and there's 3 of them.
Fun.
No, wait, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's 3 more. I'm not going to do that right now because I need a break from running belts. But expect 1 more belt.
Well, isn't it all that stuff building stuff right now?
No. Only one of them is.
Oh.
And even if they would still have to be rerouted to the system you're making.
Right.
I'm gonna go get a drink and stuff while this processes.
Okay.
I'm gonna need a lot of mergers.
Yep. Your mergers are gonna need mergers.
kind of color scheme we want to go for?
I think we were mostly focused on efficiency rather than aesthetics.
Well, I can build this and then work out the color scheme. And it'll just make it easier for later.
Yep. We should probably try and do like a gray for iron, bronze or copper color for copper, etc.
I'd probably cut a lot of this platform in half. Now that I think about it.
We really have been expanding that platform. Killed the trampoline?
Yes.
Oh, there.
He was in my way.
Okay.
Still in my way. But he should despawn eventually, so.
Right. back.
4.
2 hours.
Really, only 2. Let's probably stop around 3. I've got some stuff I've got to get to.
Okay.
I don't know how long into 2 we are.
2 hours 5.
Really? Oh, I know why that feels weird.
Is it because we had the like hour and a half technical difficulties?
Yes. How are things going over here? That is a lot, so many belts.
There's a lot of belts.
Yeah? I have over 4,000 iron ingots now. Do you need anything? Rhino, you need me to make anything?
Let me see.
I thought you said you did. Or should I just work on milestones? I might just work on milestones.
Just work on milestones now.
It's the best bet for the moment.
Okay, that's what I would do. Like, we could get the hover pack,
That'd be nice.
but no way to fuel the hover pack. Power grid from all resources. Yes, please. Oh, I can't do that one yet. Split into any. Oh, here's splitters and
Could you make me reinforced plates and rotors?
Razor. I could get you adjustable splitters and mergers that let you set the ratios they spit out for each side.
I mean, that would condense this a bit. No, actually, I don't think it will. We'd be bottlenecked by belts. And then the two belts would have to merge together. And if we had Mach 2 belts, I probably could. But
Okay, then we would have to get steel.
yeah, I have. And what I have going should work fine.
Yeah. And I can make steel pipes, but we don't have a way of making steel beams without actual steel infrastructure. Oh! Holy crap. I could unlock Mark II everything. Mark II biomass, Mark II constructors, assemblers, foundries,
Smelters.
Yep.
I mean, that means I could cut basically all of this in half.
I'll just do that real quick.
Maybe not in half, but
Yeah, I get you. I'll do that real quick so we could just have Mark II. Because this will also let Bino seriously upgrade the coal power plant with Mark II water extractors.
Oh yeah, that would absolutely help. We'll have Mark II pipes as well.
No.
I need Mark II pipes more than I need Mark II water extractors.
I know. But but we have to have steel to do those. We won't get those until we're close to moving on to oil power.
Ah.
This will take me a minute because of the 650 reinforced plates I need.
Yeah. Alright, so...
Is it as easy as, like, just hitting the button, or am I gonna have to rebuild this and should wait?
I'm not sure. I haven't used this variant of the mod.
I'm not gonna start disassembling anything else until I know for a fact I know what I'm doing.
Then could you start working on the 300 steel pipes? Just plop down a solo constructor, select the recipe, and then just feed it what it needs to do the job.
Alright, so until we upgrade the coal miners, I can get 16 coal power plants going.
Nice.
But I do need like a fuckatillion more roads. And reinforced plates.
Yeah, that's the problem with not automating things and skipping steps. Crap. I'm going to need more iron. The map is getting a little crazy.
I need more iron too.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go raid of all of our offline miners. I'll raid the more far away ones. You can raid the closer ones. Wait until we're overclocking things. Was that excitement or dread?
Dread.
And you know, tier 3 overclocking is the only acceptable number.
I am aware.
Ooh, imagine when we get to summer slooping. Imagine when we get to overclocked summer slooping. I think Bino just passed out from fear.
No, I'm trying to think of the appropriate way to respond.
Of what? And because of the mod, we can actually get the right amount of summer sloops and Mercer Spears to actually overclock and summer sloop every single machine.
What, can you, like, craft them now?
Yep.
You know this is gonna be 1,000 goddamn hours.
Yeah, this is a very long game if you play it properly. You guys realize that, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
there are 3 of us, so...
Yeah, but there's 3 of us, and as long as we take it in like 3-hour segments,
and try not to burn ourselves
we'll be fine. Yeah, that's why I'm saying the 3-hour segments is actually probably a good time frame.
Yeah,
because that way we're not playing for
each.
Huh? Yeah, that way we're not playing too much.
You don't want to get where I was with the Dark Souls 3 no healing run.
Should protect us from burnout pretty well.
Yeah.
Now I have to go process an absolutely massive amount of iron. Did I bring back too much? Maybe, because I brought back 8,000 iron ore.
I mean, I'm almost done processing that much copper. And by that I mean I have about 2,000 more to go. I'm also looking at getting a proper, like, collector set for the Wheel of Time books, like the physical ones, to put on my shelf.
We still don't have Summer Swooping unlocked. Sad.
Nope.
We have not taken...
I have 2 Summer Swoops in my inventory.
Yeah.
I have 1.
Although we need to probably think about getting depots soon. So we can have a portion of all of the plates being made, everything being made, sent into the digital inventory. So we just always have them on hand forever. No matter where we're at.
But I will be stubborn about it because you were so stubborn about unlocking full power.
Well, that's because we didn't have stuff automated for it. Depots are cheap. And we'll have the stuff automated for them in no time at all.
Yes, but I am going to be petty. It literally took me 15 minutes to automate process to get the stuff to go to coal.
That was not automated.
It is mandatory automation.
No. Automated would be where it harvests the ores, crafts them in each component, feed them into the machine to craft them, and you don't have to do anything but watch it go. You had to manually feed it you had to manually craft each resource and smelt them, and then feed the components into the assembler. That is not automated.
It was close enough, and it was necessary to not have it be a mandatory. I'm spending the entire day just cutting down trees.
that iron? Now it's time to make more screws. Are you working on the steel tubes, Richard?
Yeah,
Okay. You just need to be able to select the alternative recipe.
yeah, it started and they're crafting right now.
Very good. I'm almost done with the reinforced plates. I can make 587 of them so far. And then I'll just have to make 300 routers. But that is significantly easier. Alright, I'm crafting the plates now. And I already have 31 modular frames. This is a very expensive milestone.
They tend to be at this point.
Well, it's literally meant for you to have all of these automated already.
Well, not already, but rather that to do them, you would automate them.
I'm gonna have to make even more reinforced plates now. Rip. Because we need 150 modular frames. And those take reinforced plates to make.
Yep. Got 8 smart plating and 14 modular frames on me.
Just need to make more rods. we go. Now just make 3 ton of screws and stuff. I have the modular frames done now. How are the pipes going?
Let me check.
How the hell do I have 20,000 concrete?
I have 150, so I need more iron. I don't have enough. So I have half.
Make a ridiculous amount more screws.
Ah, shit.
I need 7,500 screws.
Yeah, grab some more iron, and then I'm gonna go put the...
Yep. I would give you some, but actually I probably have enough to give you. No, I better not, just to be safe.
Oh, shit.
Wait, we still have plates automated. You could go pick them out of the crate.
Plates. I need iron. So I think I need 600. I hate that you can't slide uphill.
Yeah. But you can parachute up vertical cliffs. Alright, I have all this. Let's see. And now I'm just crafting the routers themselves. Done. Do you need any more iron? Okay, now we're just waiting on the pipes. Everything else is done.
I almost have coal power. We'll have 16 coal power plants going. Ideally, after that, we'll just set it up such that the biomass spots are in case of emergency.
I thought you were pausing building on this until we had teamwork with smelters.
buildings none of the smelters actually.
Oh, okay.
I doubt they're gonna be.
No, their models are identical. I can already assure you of that.
Yeah. So all of like the splitters and whatnot are the same, are right, but all of the inbuilt, but all of the smelters aren't active.
I hate how this one little antenna is sticking up right here.
I do too.
You're like, it is awful.
I hate it.
I hate that it has collision too.
And here I am just being like, la la la, I make it.
Where are the pipes?
What do you mean? Oh,
The steel pipes being made.
they're the constructor in the back corner over there.
That back. Oh, like where you're originally going to make the reinforced plates?
Yeah.
I see it. We were probably a little preemptive building the Sky Island when I did.
Yeah, don't fucking say. I definitely had spent a goddamn hour convincing you to let me do the stuff that was necessary to even have a hope of supporting it.
Okay, this is going to take forever. You only have 80 of them.
No, I put 150 more in the chest.
Okay. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to say I don't have patience.
And what?
I'm max overclock.
I thought we didn't have any.
You do know to make a power shard, you just need, what was it again? Rotors and copper sheets, right? Yep. So I used rotors and copper sheets and I made 3 power shards. Well, actually, I used 3 slugs. But after seeing that power shard recipe, I became much less protective of the slug.
Yeah, seeing as you can make fucking infinite power shards and fucking even automate them, probably.
Yep. Oh, we can definitely Where are those additional pipes you took out?
And the chest at the hub.
Because it's already produced 200 of them since I did that.
There's 150 at the hub.
All right, I took it out so we didn't have. I took the overclock off so we don't have the extra strain on the power grid. Although the power grid did not seem to flinch at having a singular constructor overclocked. Prepare for Mark II smelters. AC. We have Mark II smelters.
Alright, let's see if I can do what I hope I can do.
It's under Mark Plus. Ooh, they're a little more expensive.
Oh. A little?
So the question is, considering how much more expensive they are, do we just go ahead with the Mark 1s until we have a better infrastructure to upgrade them?
I mean, yeah.
Or do we bust our butt manually crafting 6 quintillion rotors and modular frames?
I'm not. I just want to get this set up.
Yeah.
Let's set it up so that we can automate that and then go through and upgrade.
Yeah, I was being very sarcastic when I said that.
By the time we actually, like, fucking get the Mark II smelters online, we'll also have, like, Mark III belts that we can get. So these will need pretty much the exact same just to keep up with them.
And then we'll eventually have to do it again with Mark III smelters.
Yeah.
Because I believe they go up to Mark V.
Mark III is the base game limit.
No, Mark I is the base game limit.
You were saying smelter or mine?
Smelter.
Yeah, smelter was Mark 1. I don't know why they had that one. That's just such a massive fucking bottleneck.
Because overclock.
Even with overclock, that's a catastrophic bottleneck. Like, one pure node would be like, with a Mark III miner, would be like 3 or 4 smelters. Fully overclocked.
How many smelters are in each row?
11.
11. Okay, and we have 1, 2, 3.
Each belt can only take
5.
What is it? 330. So, and each smelter can only do 30.
So we have 7 rows of 11?
Yes.
Oh, I hope that power grid sticks already.
I'm about to get... I'm getting pretty close to 16 whole plants.
How many rows was that again? 1, 2, 3, 4,
I think there's 7.
7 rows of 11, and each of these take... How much power at max capacity?
I haven't looked.
Look at our one smelter that's functional to see that. And then I'm going to use
can
my
expand the
calculator.
grid.
I know, I'm seeing how much you need to. Or if you're going to be good where you're about to get it. Okay, so that takes 4 watts.
Alright, so each...
So we're going to need 308 more watts. We're about to use up 308 watts.
Okay, give me the total watts, not counting what the biomass generators are using.
Okay, so the total watts. So hang on. Right now we have a max consumption of 392. Plus, and we're about to turn on enough machines to need 308 additional. So up around 700 watts will be our max capacity.
Okay, that's not counting water.
That's assuming, no, that's counting our current max capacity to what it will be.
No,
so if we turned on every machine we have right now,
yeah,
it would cost 392 megawatts.
No,
And we're about to... I'm literally reading it straight from the power grid.
Okay, so the grid is currently using 392.
The grid, at its max, if we had every machine running simultaneous, would run 392. Our current consumption is 229 to 225.
You know, you guys don't have to do math. You can just hook all this stuff up to the power grid and then figure it out.
Yes,
that way.
I am aware. But I was kind of having fun.
Okay. I'm just saying. Sorry to rain on your parade.
I know, I'm gonna do that.
If you could just give me the demand. I currently have enough.
The demand is to be able to fuel around 700 watts.
Not good. I need more wires.
Max capacity.
700?
Yeah.
I may have overbuilt.
Well,
That
good.
is fine.
I'd rather you overbuilt than underbuilt.
Okay, so that's 140.
Nobody's gonna complain about you overbuilding.
Yes.
All right, so you said 700 for the stuff you've built.
I'm adding on to your machines.
All right, so I got about 150 to maintain just the process for the fuel grid.
Hold on, I'm plugging in some of the machines, but he doesn't have. Oh crap!
Because I do that last.
No, not because he didn't have them plugged in. You just don't have enough of the splitters done, and I'm trying to hug them as close to the machines as possible without just being
The wiring get last.
That's fine. I can do it for the other rows. The rows you do have done. Oh. Look nice. That's what I
So far out that I haven't that's a belt to fit.
We're working on the smelting factory.
Good.
Although we will have to save some raw iron to feed into foundries.
What do you need for still?
Coal and iron.
Okay. Are we gonna like try to route? Because like we could use like half these and convert it to coal and foundries and shit.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking this probably.
We don't want to be. I was just saying right now we don't want to be smelting every last bit of our iron ore.
I'll have to get all of them set up.
Maybe leave like 1 or 2 belts for steel. Maybe just 1 belt. Because we are dealing with pure. But there's also a crap ton more iron nodes out there we haven't claimed. So actually, no, scratch that. We can smelt everything we have currently gathered. We'll hunt down more iron.
Yeah, like we could definitely hunt down.
What? You're changing my poles.
It's because they're not aligned. Get it right, and I won't have to change your shit.
In his defense, I did have one.
What was that, albino?
Oh, I was saying in your defense. Never mind.
Caring about this stuff before. My factories are just built on pure ultimate efficiency, not aesthetics.
Aesthetics is efficiency.
Lies.
No. I mean, Razor, I hate to side with Aren strictly, but he is quite literally correct.
Still adjusting my power poles.
Yes.
He's literally following behind me, moving everything.
It's because it's not right.
It is right.
It's not right to me.
It's placed in the exact same spot every time.
No, it's not. What, if it was, why did I have to change some?
Because you have extreme OCD.
You make Monk seem calm.
You wanna know how I'm doing it? Aren.
I got it.
No, you don't. Alright, look, you see the borders and shit? You see this big, bright one right here? That I'm pointing at? Yeah. Where would I place that? You see the bright, like, barrier lines? Place them right there.
Because I was putting them strictly in between the two smelters.
Yeah, but then this way it's kind of like centered. I like it being connected more towards the what's it called? The splitters. I'm at a constant test limit.
I'll start crafting up all of the power shards so we can overclock every single one of these.
Wouldn't it make it cost more power? Like, we haven't even considered fucking, like,
when it's stained
constructors and shit.
But that's not right now. We're just trying to get stuff refined and then sent up there. Then we can consider constructors and crap. What's our time at?
We are at 2:51.
Alright, so we're about out of time.
Yep, we're doing pretty much a
Get your final cleanup done.
Damn it.
What?
Oh, I thought it had the pattern for the coal power. Oh, but no, I think about it. It's this way.
Poles.
That's how it goes, my dude.
No, and he's still realigning my Huh? I wired all of them. See? They're not wired on this side because it's handled by the other side.
Oh shit, I'm a dumbass. I forgot about that. The center ones don't need to... That's my bad.
I only put the poles there was for... I only put the poles on that side was for your aesthetic needs. See? You're like, that
Now
bothers
I
me.
feel like a fool.
You're like, that bothers me.
Because you're right, they don't need to be in the center bits. Or in the output, I think. Right?
Yeah.
Yes, these are the output. They need to be in the input sides. So
Yeah, but we've already done most of them. We are using twice the amount of power poles we actually need to be.
I'm aware.
I see you were still adjusting my power poles.
I'm sorry! Don't yell at me!
Even though I put them right where you wanted them.
If you did, I wouldn't have to change them.
I put them right where you told me to put them.
Why is it off?
Look, stop. problem we're running into is I have not optimized our power curve yet. I am currently working on it.
We're not talking about power needs.
Yeah, we're talking about just putting down
power pole placement.
Yeah.
I clearly misunderstood.
Yeah, we are legitimately talking about power pole placement. Also, I am starting to be able to hear about. I am starting to hear the drink in your voice.
Yeah. I completely misunderstood your whole conversation.
Yep.
And I do recognize that I am heavily inebriated.
Yep, you're almost never inebriated. You don't get that way.
Yep. It is a unfortunate habit.
I just stopped putting them down. I'm like, you're gonna move them anyway. I surrender.
Thanks for that. Thanks for trying, though. I appreciate
it. We are also at about 3 hours.
Yeah, just let him finish putting the last one down.
Absolutely.
Not the wire
Okay,
at all. Let me play again.
Yeah, that's not a big deal, though.
Yeah.
Now that you said that, like, oh, you shouldn't have poles in the middle, I totally 100% agree with you. Or at least in the, like, input or the output sides.
Or we could have just used really cheap level 2 poles. And we could have cut their number down another good half.
Yeah. Probably could have gone by like a third, to be honest.
Or you could have used daisy chain smelters.
Yeah, but that would require me. I like the way the poles look. Like,
Yeah,
look over here. This looks so cool.
Yeah. The poles make it look nicer, I will say.
They're all like in a straight line. It's fucking great.
Yes. Alright. I think stopping here will be good.
Yeah. Get rid of
That
the
it will.
few poles. Oh, multi-select.
Oh yeah, it is so nice.
Did actually.
You know what will be even better? When we get to blueprints. Especially because they recently added even bigger blueprints.
They're like a mod.
Yeah. But even with the small ones, you could do like an entire square of these.
Yeah, and then you could just
really
easy
them down. Yeah, then it's just a matter of zooming. Because you can zoom, I believe you can zoom blueprints even now. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think your splitters are going to be a little bit.
Why do you say that?
Oh, wait, never mind. Never mind, it was just me being crazy. You haven't finished running the belts through here, though.
Yeah, no.
I can't screw that up.
Yeah, no. I haven't connected any of them to the,
Okay.
No,
But we do need to stop.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're at a good stopping point because I haven't judged that the coal power plants are.
That was
Aren't we have to quit?
Everybody said they were done.
I think that we are at a good stopping point.
It's all right. It's fine.
Well,
No. It is not a good stopping point because it is abrupt. It is a harsh jump cut to we're done. And if you want your stuff to be smooth and fluent, it will be, alright, hey, we're going into our end phase here. And not just that harsh fucking cut. Well, yes, we were going to quit. It would have been better.
the drink is talking through you far too much.
In concept or in pronunciation?
All together. You're taking something very minor to be very extreme.
Right. Am I slurring my words?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Anyway, I'll see you guys later.
Yep.
The eraser.
Yep.
I'm going to go back to the land
Wait.
of Iron modding.
Wait, Aren.